Hello there, YouTubers and internet goers alike. Uh, it's your boy, and excuse me, it's your boy, Intergalactic Brew, the dude, and I just wanted to come on here and make a video about ROH Best in the World 2011 that happened only 24 hours ago. And basically, I just want to give my thoughts and my feelings on this pay-per-view, because this to me, and I'm not trying to, buy into the popular opinion, because, everybody's going to say, this was, the best pay-per-view probably of the year, or, the best wrestling pay-per-view they've ever seen in their life, and all this other, yada yada. But to me, this was probably the most entertaining wrestling action I've ever seen before. This is probably the most entertaining wrestling company I've ever seen before. And the thing about it is that ROH, their wrestlers are truly passionate. They're innovative. They're very crafty, and they're very creative as well. And judging by the landscape of pro wrestling today, that's what's really missing. That's what pro wrestling does not have anymore. It does not have any innovation. It's not passionate anymore. There's no real emotion in it, and it's not creative. The storylines are, null and void. It's just basically one big cartoon show. That's it. But as of late, there has been an exception to that rule, and that is ROH. Period. These guys, their wrestling style, is so innovative, like I said before. Because not only do they do original or traditional wrestling maneuvers, but they also blend in, the martial arts style. They also, do different types of creative moves from the top rope. I've never seen a wrestling organization where their wrestlers actually literally use every part of the ring. Who sees a top rope brain buster? Who sees that? You know what I'm saying? Like just little stuff like that. So it's just great, and I am grateful to know that there is a wrestling company out there that still wants to exemplify, or at least for what it's worth, what pro wrestling should be in the 21st century. You know, and with ROH, you get that. You know, they are pretty much culminating everything of what pro wrestling is supposed to be in the 21st century. You know, you don't see wrestlers using the same holds every match, or as you know, the wrestling terminology would say, rest holds. You know, you don't see a guy going out headlocking another guy for 5 to 10 minutes. You know, you don't see the same spots occur in a match. There's a different spot for a different match. You know, and what I saw last night, nothing short of masterful. Nothing short of masterful. I don't know who's doing the booking for ROH. I don't know who writes the scripts, but you all are awesome. So I'm just saying, I've never really watched like a true ROH pay-per-view before. I mean, sure, I saw Honor take center stage, but that was live. And you know, I was able to watch, you know, the first half, or the night one portion of the event, and I was just completely captivated by it all. You know, but last night was truly, you know, I could truly say I saw a true ROH pay-per-view last night. You know, I mean, these guys just go out and, you know, basically deliver. You know, they deliver. And, you know, it was true meaning behind every match. You know, starting up at the very top of the pay-per-view. And I don't mean the opening match. I'm talking about the main event. Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards. You know, that is a tremendous, tremendous story between those two, man. You know, having formed the American Wolves 3 years ago, and, you know, Eddie Edwards always being considered the protege, or the right-hand man, or the sidekick, or whatever you want to call it, of Davey Richards. And now that he's actually gained success in singles competition, and then won the world championship, you know, he kind of wanted to really put the stamp down and really propel himself as his own man, and not still being considered Davey's boy, no pun intended. And then for Davey Richards, you know, it's like, in the back of his mind, all this time, he has wanted to do one thing, and that's become the world champion. I mean, you know, he's been the tag team champion. You know, I don't know if he ever won the television title. No, I don't think he never won the television title. But wait a minute, I think he did win the television title. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. But he went after the television belt, came up short, and ironically, it was against Eddie Edwards. You know, and having gone through all the personal struggles in his life with, I think he said he had a bad marriage, and he lost both of his grandparents, and you know and then just having that, you know cliched monkey on his back with not winning, a world title. That was a perfect construction for a 5-star matchup, which it was. Like, if you all haven't had a chance to watch Best in the World 2011, I encourage you, whatever you're doing right now, go to gofightlive.com and find ROH Best in the World 2011. Click that thing and watch it, because you are in for a true treat. But yeah, that was a great story, to lead up to that match. And then, with Steve Corino and Jimmy Jacobs, their whole story, they used to be these two evil, dastardly, con artist-like people, and now they want to, get their life together and walk down the right path, and, be better people, be better, be more genuine. I mean, it's just the storylines in ROH, they really hit home. Because a lot of those storylines, you know, uh, relate to real life in a way, So it was awesome, man. It was awesome. El Generico winning, his first major championship over Christopher Daniels. That was a knockdown, drag out affair. Both guys, testing, each other in the highest. And the fatal four-way. I mean, not the fatal four-way. I mean, the four-way tag team elimination match, off the charts. In my opinion, I would agree with ROH. Those guys, the All Night Express, the Briscoes, Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team, and the Kings of Wrestling, those are the 4 best tag teams, period, in professional wrestling right now. I don't care who you put up against them. You can put a TNA wrestling team against them. You can put a WWE wrestling team against them. I don't care. I mean, a tag team, I should say, wrestling team from TNA and WWE, and those guys would just completely wreck them. Period. So, yeah, man. Wow. Unbelievable pay-per-view. Go watch it if you haven't. ROH, it's what's happening right now. 9/24, ROH is going to change the game. Believe me. Believe me. Well, that's it for me. I just wanted to basically, give my thoughts on the pay-per-view. But, forget what I've said here. Go watch the card and be amazed yourself. Because you will be. Peace.